Hey everyone! In just a few days, 2024 will be coming to a close, and like last year, I wanted to make a video highlighting some of the mods that I saw this year that really stood out to me. I should say, not all of these mods actually came out this year, and while some of the ones on the list did release in 2024, there are also mods that I either discovered for the first time and really liked, or just finally got around to trying them out and realized that it was a really good mod. So without further ado, let's continue the yearly tradition, and here are my top 10 Minecraft mods of 2024. Before getting into the actual list, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Alex's Caves, because last year I gave it the number 1 slot, and this year the mod got some pretty massive updates that added a lot of new content, specifically an entire new biome, the Candy Cavity, and I couldn't just not mention it, but I also didn't want to put it on the actual list itself again either, so I just wanted to give it a little bit of a highlight at the beginning. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the actual list. Effective is a mod that has been out for a bit of time now, but earlier this year it finally got a port to Fabric, which is the mod loader that I use the most, and I could not be more happy about that. Although the visual changes the mod brings are kinda small, they do an absolutely incredible job at bringing new life to parts of the world that I didn't even think needed them. For me, I think where the mod really shines is in its new water effects, adding things like ripples from rain, splashes when items or mobs fall into the water, bubbles coming out of chests that are opened underwater, and even clouds and mist that come from the bottom of waterfalls, which really adds some weight to them. Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod was something that I always included in my modded playthroughs when I was a kid, but as time went on, the mod did start to get a little dated. Luckily for me, Mr. Crayfish decided to take the mod and bring it up to the newer modding standards that we see in the modding community today, and I think he did an amazing job. Not only is every single model and texture redone in a way that just feels like modern Minecraft, but he also took it a step further and introduced an entire new mechanic to the mod, electricity, to make things like lights, fans, and all other electronics in the mod feel immersive in a way that just feels like Minecraft. Traveler's Backpacks is a mod that has admittedly been out for a while now, but even in the newer versions of the game, it still holds up as an amazing backpack mod. The different tiers of backpack fit very well within the game's progression, allowing the backpack to grow in capacity as you get further and further into the game. The thing about this backpack mod in particular that makes it stand out is the over 40 different backpack types, each having their own unique ability. Whenever I use the mod, the ones I typically switch between are the Bat Backpack, which gives you night vision, the Blaze Backpack, which negates fall damage, and the Magma Cube Backpack, which gives you immunity to fire and lava. Most of you probably know about the mod Oh the Biomes You'll Go, and while I do love that mod, the developers have decided to not update it to the newer versions anymore, instead opting to make a sequel mod, Oh the Biomes We've Gone. The sequel mod perfectly captures what made the original so great, introducing over 50 new biomes to the game that all look, frankly, incredible. While some of these do come from the original mod, it also introduces new biomes to make way for the mod's all-new structures as well. While it doesn't currently add any new biomes to the Nether or End, if they continue to update it anything like the original mod, I'm sure whatever they add to those dimensions is going to be amazing. XP storage is something that, to me, has always felt like it could use a little love, and Cognition not only adds a really simple to understand overhaul to the game's experience system, but also just looks really cool while doing it. The thing that makes Cognition stand out to me over other XP storage mods is that it goes a step above most others, introducing a handful of new blocks that introduce new uses for XP, something that I've thought we needed for a while now. Of these, the ones that stand out to me the most are the Precision Dispeller, which is essentially a more precise grindstone that allows you to pick and choose which enchantments you want to remove from an item, and the Molecular Metamorpher, which allows you to use experience to morph items into others. The most enticing example of this is being able to create netherite ingots using less ancient debris than normal. In all honesty, from what I saw, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I always love discovering new mods, but we didn't get too many mods this year that introduced new, unique mobs to Minecraft. Of the ones I did see though, Ribbits really stood out for me for its unique mob design as well as it taking the idea of a swamp village in a different direction. I really like the fact that the cute little frog people aren't all just there for show either, with some having shops that let you buy items, some giving you potion effects when you stand nearby them, some can water crops for you, and on top of that, you can even play music with the little frogs, just like this. I am a firm believer that a Minecraft mod doesn't have to be some crazy update-sized thing for it to be genuinely good, and Easel Does It is the exact type of mod that I'm talking about when I say this. The mod is very simple, introducing a single new block that better allows you to pick specific paintings that you want to use for decoration, but the way the mod goes about this is so easy to understand and also just fits perfectly within Minecraft. On top of this, the fact that it's so seamlessly incorporated into villages with a new house type along with the new artist villager that lives there makes this mod one of the best Vanilla Plus mods that I have seen in recent history. I have looked through a lot of magic mods, but none of them have been nearly as unique as Biomancy. The idea of using living flesh as a means for magic, while totally disgusting, is so cool and is so well executed in this mod. Every texture, model, and sound is as cool as it is gross, giving one of the most unique mod experiences I have ever seen. I love the fact that the mod also doesn't really rely on a guidebook like a lot of other magic mods do, instead hinting you in the right direction through advancements and tooltips on the items that you collect. I would definitely have to say that my favorite feature currently in the mod is the endgame armor and weapons that it adds, all having unique powers and abilities that make the challenge of obtaining them highly worth it. Personally, I think that fishing is a very overlooked mechanic in Minecraft, and if I were to recommend any mod to bring it to the spotlight, it would definitely have to be Tide. The mod completely revamps the mechanic and everything around it, making it a significantly more well-rounded experience for the player. What I like about the mod is it doesn't simply add 1 or 2 new fishing rods and a couple new fish and call it a day. It adds 6 new fishing rod types, over 60 biome-specific fish, colored bobbers for customization, bait that can attract specific fish types, different hooks that allow you to do things like fish in lava, and different fishing lines that can do things like increase luck. The sheer amount of fish to collect throughout your world, combined with the insane customizability of your fishing rod, is for me what sets this mod apart from a lot of other fishing mods that I've seen. Honestly, I am shocked that this mod did not even cross my mind when making last year's list. Cobblemon is everything that I wanted Pixelmon to be when I was a kid. It is, in my opinion, the perfect translation of Pokemon into Minecraft, and I genuinely do not think that anybody else will ever be able to do it better. There is so much thought and detail in everything the mod adds, and even just a base level overview shows this off. The thing that blows me away the most about the mod, and I'm not kidding when I say this, is the fact that it currently adds almost 1,000 Pokemon to the game, and not a single one of them looks rushed. They all have unique, high-quality models, textures, and animations that bring each and every one to life. You can collect them, battle them, evolve them, and even catch shiny versions of them. The only thing the mod doesn't really have right now is gyms, but if the mod continues to get high quality updates like it has been, I am positive that gyms will eventually be introduced, completing the perfect Pokemon in Minecraft experience. So there you have it, my top 10 mods from 2024. Like last year, I was absolutely blown away by some of the stuff we got out of the modding community this year. It never fails to amaze me how creative the community is, and it's honestly a pleasure being able to experience these things firsthand. I am very excited to see what 2025 brings us, but until then, I'll see you all in the next one.